Hello students. Here we are with simple sentence structure. You have already gone through my previous videos and lectures. So let us begin with this introduction. Dear students, this lesson is just an extension of the previous one. Through this lesson, you will know in detail about simple sentence. You will be able to make sentences. You will be able to interchange sentences. You will understand the word order through structures. So let us begin with. Are you ready? Okay, so simple sentence structure. What is a simple sentence? Simple sentence, a sentence having one independent clause or a sentence having one unit of the subject and one unit of the predicate. I hope you are quite clear about subject and predicate. Example: I like mangoes. I subject, like mangoes predicate. I subject, like mangoes predicate. So this is a simple sentence because it has got one subject and one predicate. Uh, the second example is I wear mask in public places. In public places, just an extension. So I wear mask in public places. I subject, wear mask in public places. Uh, so um, uh, Let us continue. Simple sentence. We can also define it as a sentence having just one finite verb. I hope finite verb is quite clear to you. One finite verb. A simple sentence has just one finite verb. Okay, so example: he plays cricket. I am working on a new project. Sahil has done his homework. So what is a finite verb? Just to refresh your memory, the verb that is taken in accordance to the subject. He plays. So we cannot say he play, right? So he plays cricket. If we want to make a sentence of simple present, then we will say he. If we have taken subject as he, then finite verb will be plays, not play, right? But if it had been I here instead of he, then we would have said I play cricket, not I plays cricket, right? So this is a finite verb. So the verb that is taken in accordance to the subject is a finite verb. So we can also define a simple sentence as having one finite verb. The finite verb can be a combination of helping verbs and main verb. When we make a continuous tense or progressive tense, now I am working. So am working, helping verb plus main verb. So this is one finite verb. In the same way, has done, helping verb is has and main verb is done. Together they form one unit verb that is known as finite verb, and because of has, it goes in accordance to the subject Sahil. So together the verb goes in accordance to the subject Sahil. Sahil has done his homework. So this is a simple sentence. I hope it's clear to you now. Let us go ahead with the structure. So we have already seen in previous lecture the 5 basic structures. Those of you who have seen on YouTube my previous lectures, you can very well understand the structural approach to sentence making of simple sentences. Let us revise the structures through the following types. A. Affirmative. B. Negative. C. Interrogative. D. Imperative. E. Exclamatory sentence. So A. Affirmative sentence. Some of the basic structures are, as we have already seen, but again we are revising in this lecture also: subject verb, subject verb object, subject verb adverb, subject verb adjective, and subject verb noun. So dear students, we can make sentences very easily by placing words in above structures. Let us try. Subject verb, and so let us go on with the affirmative type, and that is subject verb combination. First one is I sing, we sing, he sings, Mr. Kerr sings, my teacher sings. So again we can see that all these sentences have got one subject and one predicate, one subject and one predicate, one subject and one predicate. Mr. Kerr subject and sings is predicate, my teacher subject and sings predicate. Predicate contains only one finite verb in all these sentences. So subject plus verb combination, it is the easiest way to make a sentence, taking a subject and then putting a verb in accordance to the subject. And okay, so the second one, second example of the affirmative sentence is the structure subject verb object. I sing religious songs. What do I sing? Religious songs. So I sing, I subject, sing verb, and religious songs is object. Religious is just an attributive word here, adjectival word here. So that means we have made a partial change in this, and if we know that object and subjects are subject and objects are noun and pronouns, and we can add any adjective before them, so yes, we sing bhajans in the evening. The same structure is there: subject, we, and verb sing, and object bhajans. So in this way you can continue to understand this structure. So he copies Sonu Nigam. He copies whom? Who does he copy? So he copies Sonu Nigam. I'm using these question words because they are very important for understanding the sentence. When you have got a sentence, then these questions should come in your mind. For example, I sing what? If it is answering what, then it is taking object, right? Similarly here, he copies. Whom does he copy, or who does he copy? And then we get, if we are getting answer, then it is the object of copies, of the finite verb copies. Okay, so Mr. Kerr sings Sufi songs. Mr. Kerr sings something. What? So like that. So my teacher sings ghazals. What does he sing? So ghazals. So subject, verb, object. So and this brings us to the third one, in affirmative sentences. The third structure: subject, verb, adverb. So Rina came today. When did she come? So she came today. So Rina is subject, and came is verb, and today is adverb of time. So second example, my friend lives nearby. My friend lives nearby. Where does my friend live? Nearby. So my friend subject, lives verb, and nearby is adverb of place, right? So let us continue. She spoke loudly. how did she speak? Loudly. So she, subject, spoke, verb, and loudly, adverb of manner. So how did she speak? So next example is I study regularly. I study regularly, and I is subject, study is verb, and regularly is frequency of our action of studying. So in this way you can make subject verb adverb combination of sentences. Then this brings us to the fourth one, the subject verb adjective. Let us make some affirmative sentences based on this pattern. So my dog is playful. uh, and the quality of my dog, adjective, playful. My dog is playful. Is mr we can take here in this combination, or was were, that is the forms of verb be, and then we can place an adjective after it. So my dog is playful. Then these bottles are full. So these bottles, subject, are verb, and full, adjective. So the students, subject, were verb, and unhappy, adjective. So these students were unhappy because they were denied their rights, because they were not given what was rightful. So Indian army is strong. Indian army, subject, is a verb, and strong, adjective. So this brings us to the fifth one. Ramesh is overactive. So Ramesh, subject, is verb, and overactive, adjective. So I hope you can make this type of sentences as well with taking is, mr, or was, were in the forms of be. So subject, verb, noun. um, so I saw a porcupine. I saw an animal. I saw a porcupine. He takes exercise. I have written a poem. So in all these sentences you can see that subject I, saw is verb, past tense of see, and a porcupine is noun. So subject takes, verb, exercise, noun. I, subject, have, verb, have written is verb, and a poem is noun. So in this manner you can continue. So let us take a break here, then we will continue further. Okay.